The second most used app on our platform is the chat app. And the chat app is basically how you create a community, because in a community, people talk to each other. And so you can create one big group chat with every single user in your community. So we're going to hit add apps. We're going to hit new app. And of course, we're going to use the chat app, and we're going to make that visible for everybody. Now, to actually work on the chat app, you can make it a custom name. I like to call it general chat so people know what to talk about. You could have multiple chat apps and they have different names so people know what topic should be talked about in that chat. So for this description, talk about making money on Whop. And boom, there we go. We can always change the app icon to make it custom colors to fit our brand. So then we can just go to configure and we can choose who can react to messages. Basically, who can put an emoji and react, who can post. Is it everyone can talk in here, or is this a team chat for everyone in the team to talk about managing the community? And of course, you can block URLs. A lot of people will send links in your community. Some people will try to spam, or some people will even try to scam. And so you can block URLs so no one can share links to try to protect your users. And of course, if you want to ban certain words, basically, if you want to ban curse words, if you want to ban words that spammers are using, any word that is typically used in a negative light, you can actually just go ahead and type them in here. That way, if this word is ever in a message, it won't show up. And it's very important to do this to protect your community from bad actors. So that's very simple. Chat is very straightforward. Just one big group chat for everybody to talk, but make sure you kind of set these little parameters just to make sure that you're protected and no one's getting hurt inside of your community. And again, you can use multiple different chats. You can have one chat. Make sure you name it. Make sure you set the description. Very straightforward, but this is like the heart and soul of your community. One thing to note with chat is on Whop's home feed, you actually can see all of the different Whops you're in, and you can see all the different chats right here. And so it's really cool to do this because now you're just all these different communities that you're in, you're seeing what the action is, what people are talking about, and it's really addicting. So I highly recommend doing a chat. One thing to keep in mind is that if you have a chat, you probably want a community moderator or a community manager inside of your community that's checking it 24/7. There's nothing worse than going into a community and you go into the chat, you send a message, and no one replies to you for like 4 hours. So a chat is definitely one of those things where your community needs to be a living, breathing organism, and you just want someone in there like all day, making sure that they're replying promptly, and so conversations can start flowing. So as you can see on the home feed, there's 10 people online on the chat app right now in Whop Clips. There's 6 people in Whop University, 7 people and 8 people now in Whop University. And so when you see this, you can just jump in the action. So I can be like, yo, and now people are going to start talking to me in this chat. But if you have no one online, 0 people online in this chat, no one's going to even send a message because there's no one there to reply. So that's something to really understand. If you really want people to have an active conversation, make sure you're online 24/7 or you have someone on your team that's online basically 24/7, because if you see 0, you're not even going to bother messaging. And so this is something that like the more and more people that are involved, it starts to grow. But then the second there's less and less people showing up, the conversation dies out. It's really hard to bring that back. So when you have a chat, really put emphasis into making sure that someone or yourself is engaging in it anytime someone replies, because it's all about being there live together at the moment. Now, if you are running a community with a small group of people, everyone's not going to be online, and you want more async communication for like support, you're going to want to set up a forums app, and I'll show you how to do that later.